Hello guys, I have started this series of short videos mainly to help the FMGE aspirants cross the 150 barrier. Isn't that what each and every one of you want to do? You want to cross 150, pass the exam and get on with your lives. I am Dr. Ram Gopal, a full-time ophthalmologist and author of Sure Success Magic, the lifesaver book which has helped hundreds and thousands of PG aspirants to achieve their goals. Tip number one, don't underestimate the exam. What I mean by this is the exam is not as straightforward as it used to be. Your faculty, your mentors, your seniors would have already told you this. Let me give you an example. Earlier they used to ask, rosette cataract is seen in. Answer used to be trauma or blunt trauma. Now it's slightly different. They'll give you a picture of a rosette cataract and ask, what is the history that you will ask this patient? Options will be history of blunt trauma, history of penetrating trauma, history of steroid abuse, and other maybe other options. This is a question from the recent FMGE exam. So the answer here is going to be blunt trauma. That is how fine-tuned the exam is going to be. So I'm not trying to scare you into thinking the exam is going to be very difficult. No, there will always be 40% of questions, about 120 questions, which will be very doable. Means if you have a basic MBBS background, you've been preparing for FMG decently enough, and now you're going to increase or step up your preparation, you should be able to do those 120 questions. There are going to be 30 questions more which you require. These require a little effort. I'll be putting up further tips as to how even these 30 you can get them correct in future videos. But basically go into the exam with a positive frame of mind, expecting a standard paper. Not very easy, not very difficult also. So that way you will not be scared, or you will not be suddenly caught unawares when you suddenly hit a rough patch. What I mean by that is आपने देखा कि 5 क्वेश्चन गलत हुए, 10 क्वेश्चन गलत हुए, 20 क्वेश्चन गलत हुए, आपको लगेगा अरे यार कैसा ये क्या हो गया, मेरा तो गया इस बार. No, I'll be putting up a little English, rather English in between, because many of you have been asking for a little bit of Hindi in between. So I assume my Hindi is passable. I can put in a little bit of Hindi. But equally important, don't underestimate yourself. See, you are at a certain level wherein you have finished your 4.5 years of MBBS. Yes, you have been putting in some effort for FMG preparation. Yes, so you should go in thinking, yes, I can do it. Don't go in with totally negative frame of mind thinking I cannot do it. At the same time, don't go very hyped up and positive without any preparation saying I can do it. And that would be foolishness, obviously. Let me end the video by giving a couple of examples, a couple of stories, true stories rather. I have a colleague who is a little younger than me, who has been working with me for 15 years now. A very good ophthalmologist. And when the Ukraine war started, actually, that's when I came to know he had actually done his MBBS from Ukraine. We were just talking, and he started talking about Ukraine. Until then, I never knew. I never knew that he had finished FMGE and come. So FMGA aspirants, or those people, are also made of flesh and bones, just like other people, yes, and they can also achieve success post FMGES. There was this other guy who came in as a PG observer. We have observers who come into our hospital. They have 1 month postings. Then he was very sorted out, very queued on. He was very interested, and then he finished his 1 month and went. Most of us had a very positive opinion about him. Then I saw him about 2 years later in a conference. He was on the stage in front of the podium presenting a paper, and I was majorly impressed. He met me later and said, "Hello, sir, how are you?" and this, and he went on to win one of the best papers, one of the best free papers over there. So what I'm trying to say is, you guys are very capable. It is just that you have this number 150 over here, which is an obstacle. And once this is out of your way, you will go on to achieve great things. All the best, guys. Study well. More tips to follow soon.